Hello, and we're back. Tuesday, TGIT. Hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. Good morning to you. Mr. Garris back in the history digital classroom, making the history, reading it, and hopefully we can take lessons and be better people to get to heaven. History. The Gracchi, interesting pair. On Wednesday, I told your parents that we would be trying to do a Zoom. So if you're available Wednesday at 4, we're going to try to do a Zoom. And maybe bring some of your sheets about the Gracchi to the table. We can talk a little bit of history, or we don't have to, but we can, but we don't have to. We'll figure it out because we're athletes. Let's get down to business. How about that? All right, here we go. Oops, daisy. Recap. It's going to work. It's going to work great today. Every day a little bit better. Gracchi, great. All right, next up. Put this down in your notes, all right? That's a 3, believe it or not. 331 Tuesday from Republic, REP to Empire. From Republic to Empire. All right. You've already kind of talked about the whole Republic, the transition idea. Okay. Which way is it going to go? It's up in the air. The tug of war, you don't really know who's going to win, but one of them will. Either the Republic on one side, okay, which is a thing of the people, and the Empire on the other side, which is like one guy calling the shots, kind of like, I don't know, Sargon, guy who created the first empire, Hammurabi. There's a bunch of emperors, Cyrus, Alexander the Great, stuff like that. One guy calling the shots, not a thing of the people. Remember, this is an important idea. Remember, more people in the army. It allowed for, the more people we're talking about here is the poor people. Okay, they were allowed to be in the army. More people in the military. I don't think you have this though. And the military commanders helped the men in their big armies with freedom afterwards. Okay, and money after the fighting. Okay, they would rely. So that would give. Matter of fact, you can pause it whenever. Remember that. Okay, pause whenever. Make sure you get these notes down. Anything you see on this yellow pad, get it. Get her down. Get her down. So the military commanders, like this guy Caesar, we're going to talk about in a little bit, got power, man. They got power. And they came back after they fought. They're like, hey, I've done a lot of this for Rome. And you guys sat on your butts while we put our lives on the line for you guys to make Rome better. And they come back and they start to get in arguments and fights and disputes, and tug of wars with the leadership, the leadership that was. Okay, the aristocrats, and again, it's the Republic, so the elected officials, the magistrates, the council, and stuff like that. Therefore, it says the power went to the commanders. Very good. We just talked about that. Okay. I'm moving right along. What do you call a cow with no legs? I forget. You want to help me with that? I'm moving right along. Boop. All right. So in 87 BC, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay. The kind of the theme of this whole section is the military. Kind of this. What I said earlier, okay? It's commanders. It's commanders. Commanders are taking command of the government. 87 BC. Boom. These two guys, Marius and Sulla. I got it laid out for you. All right, ciao. Okay. We got Marius and Sulla. First, Sulla was chosen in 87 BC to be commander by the people, by the democracy or the republic. But no. The assembly overruled that and nominates this guy Sulla. Starts at nominates this guy Marius. Starts with Sulla, then the power, I guess, the guys that call the shots. We're gonna go with Marius. Okay, and then Sulla gets word of this, comes back to Rome, and then Sulla defeats Marius in a civil war. And you could put a 4 down here. Okay, I would say Sulla rules as Dick, Tator, for 1 year. Then he retires. I remember a dictator. Write this down. A dictator is usually elected in times of conflict and struggle and war. A dictator is usually elected in times of conflict, struggle, and war. And rules has an absolute rule until the war is resolved. Absolute rule until the war is concluded. The thought is that if you get the right guy for the job and it's a conflict between Rome and whoever, one guy can call all the shots and get it done, and then return to sort of more of a peaceful and more of the people form of government. That's a dictatorship. Hope you guys got that down. It's going to be a quiz, and that's going to be definitely a bonus on the exam that we're going to take either on Sunday or sometime in July. Probably the latter. Over here, moving right along, okay? So, let's start. This is serious conflict brewing, okay? You jump to about 50 BC, okay? You have these two guys, these two big honchos, Pompey and Caesar, Julius Caesar. I think he got his name from salad, but prove me wrong. So Pompey, they kind of work together. That's why there's an "and" in there. Okay, Pompey and Caesar. Okay, right there. So Pompey, military commander, conquered Southwest Asia. Meanwhile, Caesar conquered Gaul, which is present-day France. Flip over to the map, page 381. This is going to be over here, Asia Minor. Okay. Yeah, this is Pompey world. Here's Rome, smack daddy in the middle. This is going to be Caesar world. They both come back. Oops. Both come back to Rome. It's like, all right, let's do this thing together. Let's rule together as, I guess, consuls or magistrates or something like that. Does not. It works for a bit. Okay, together they ran the Roman government, but then, like a lot of teams, right? There starts to be conflict and fighting amongst themselves. It's like the receiver that doesn't get enough throws from the quarterback, or the receiver doesn't catch the ball as the quarterback does, and they get mad at each other or something like that. One of them has to go. So that's what's happening right now. Pompey and Caesar, they decide, all right, we want power. Pompey has the Senate, the control of the Senate. Caesar has the control of the military. They fight a civil war. Okay. A civil war. And Caesar wins. Okay. What he does, write this down. Caesar wins. And what he does, he proclaims himself dictator FL. The DFL. It's another league that's not playing right now. The DFL, or it could mean dictator for life. Dictator for life. Okay. Did the people like that? Not really. Something happened. What happened on the Ides of March? It was a prophecy that the soothsayers and the oracle people and the fortune tellers said to Caesar, who was the leader of the time, do not leave your house because the coronavirus. No, do not leave your house and beware the Ides of March. Uh-oh. Ocho? Uh-oh, I don't know how to spell it. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty. It's a cool section. There's a lot of names going on, a lot of big time, probably like in this section alone, which includes Hannibal. Like there's probably 3 top 5 names. I haven't even got to Augustus yet. 3 top 5 names in this 4-page section. So we're trying to enjoy it. We're trying to learn. Obviously, we're reading some big time history. Tonight, I'm going to try to find this really cool production of excuse me, Julius Caesar the play, put on by an African American troupe. I believe it was from inside of a prison. His inmates put this on. It's about a 20-minute thing. Watch it. Learn. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. Take notes if you'd like. Sure, why not? Hope you enjoy it. Miss you guys. Keep being great. Keep being safe. If you're looking for workouts, I got my workouts up on YouTube. Check them out. Do it. Make God happy. Make God proud. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.